40,000.
All right, we're heading to another section of private that we got the opportunity to hunt yesterday. Sealed up the permission, took a look at, thanks to our good buddy. And let's see, it'll probably take us about 15 minutes or 20 minutes to get there from here. It doesn't look like a whole lot. It's, I think, a lot of beans. Maybe if there's some corn in the area, which could be good because as we saw last night, the deer were bedding in the corn pretty heavily, it looked like. So what we're going to do is just kind of, we're kind of just bombing in. We don't really know where the deer are going to be. We haven't done any scouting, and that's the thing in ag country is if, you don't know the particular place or field that they're spending time in or section of the field even, then you kind of don't know a whole lot. So our morning hunts could either be observations or we could, just bomb in there and try to kill a deer and learn something about that drainage. If nothing shows up or if they're winning us or whatever, we can make moves this morning or even this afternoon. So who knows what's going to happen, but there are some good trails going up and down this drainage north and south. We've got an east wind, so if we can just get a deer to follow the trail down the creek, do a little cruising, then I think we have an opportunity of shooting a big buck. A while, but I think we found the right spot. We're sitting in a black walnut tree. A waterfall is at the base of this tree, which creates a pinch point for deer traveling from all this CRP and this timber along this bottom back up here to these beans that just got cut. Literally, the combines just left a minute ago or so. Ow! These things are crotchety, I'll tell you. Oh. You just love that so much. What are you eating?
Salt and vinegar pork skin. Man.
What time is it? Lunchtime?
Maybe.
We saw a buck first, and he was, I don't know, probably a 2-year-old, and came through and never saw us and came within 25 yards of us, And then we had 3 does and a spike, and never saw a spike again, but the does came down the exact same trail through all that stuff. And then we decided, we're like, man, maybe we should just head back and kind of gear up for the afternoon. But I wanted to pick your brain because I had some questions about like how to hunt that thing, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like,
It's October 28th. We've got a north wind, front's blowing in, kind of a moisture in the air, cold kind of morning. At least it feels cold. It's not super cold, but it's going to continue to drop over the next couple of days. May even see some snow. That buck worked in a pretty advantageous way for us, even though he came maybe from a little different way than we expected. But as you saw, he winded us a little bit, but he was just pretty amped up and still wanted to go where he wanted to go. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe deer are starting to move and get into that just rut craze that kind of allows them to, it kind of makes them a little bit unaware of their surroundings and the dangers that are present this time of year in the woods. So anyway, there are some really good trails that are just essentially scent checking this bedding up behind us. Oh my goodness. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no, he just dropped an O-ring out.
Oh!
Get loose, get loud.
excited about, dude. Should have ran his GoPro a little bit during all that, but I didn't. Hope he's just like old enough to kind of think, oh, those does aren't gonna stand for me, so I'm gonna go over here and see. No. That's the doe that was in that brush. There's a buck coming down to run back. Good. Oh, Cephas. It's a rage fest, dude. Look, she didn't know what to do. There's the front rager at me up there right now. So all does just come over here. Just come over here and think that you can get away. All these big nasties. I won't shoot a doe, just so they know I won't shoot them if they don't come over here. That was one of the more exciting things that's happened. We had a rut rage fest happening down that way. We thought about hunting there this morning, and we just thought, you know what, north wind blowing out of this corn right here with all the deer we've been seeing bedding corn. Deer are going to be traveling right here on the south side and scent checking, and it could still happen for sure. It's almost 9:30, so there's still some cruising time left. There's still does on their feet too. It's cold, so if that doesn't happen, if we don't get another chance this morning, we'll probably head back to the truck, grab a decoy, some lunch, and we may head back over there with our stands and try to hunt that little finger of timber right there where we've seen most of the action the last couple of days, just real aggressively, and maybe do some calling and stuff like that. And that buck looked like he wanted to come this way. There was just too much going on. So there's actually two really good deer. One's older than the other one, obviously, just bigger body size, but they're both big antlered deer. So hopefully we can get on this afternoon.